Well, those some of the stories that our reporters have compiled for you, so keeping us abreast of developments around the country. Time to take a look now at our newspapers and the front pages of those, and we select a few, and let's take a look at what's making the headlines this morning. Right, we start with the Business Day. And first off, the Business Day, the headline story for them today says, it is a risk of municipal debt relief. So local government gets more time to ask Eskom for reprieve, and the program will leave South Africa worse off, though, according to Business. Another story on that front page, future of Gauteng horse racing at stake. And again, this is about the gaming industry, and it speaks to the business rescue process. And if no intervention is made, that Gauteng could then lose that horse racing. Divorcees with landmark case in the Constitutional Court. Also an interesting story, as is Eskom intelligence report. MPs get insistent. This is about Brigadier Burger, who appeared before SCOPA yesterday. And this has to do with that Eskom investigation that was conducted on behalf of the utility. And Brigadier Burger had previously refused to appear before SCOPA, and SCOPA had then gone to take legal advice on the matter, and the legal advice came back saying that he should appear. So they've decided to write to Brigadier Burger one more time, did SCOPA, third time, and failing, if he does not appear before them, they will subpoena him. So that's that story. And also, not a train crash if South Africa loses a goer. That's in the margins of the Business Day this morning. Right, we leave that one there. Let's move on to the next paper, which is, of course, the Star. The Star, they are leading this morning with more than 62 million people live in South Africa, and that, of course, from the census report that was handed over to President Cyril Ramaphosa yesterday. And we'll talk more about that in the 7:35 slot when we get to that interview. Also, concerned UNISA employees, students petition the judge president, fight to fly the South African flag. This has to do with the appeal that South Africa had to send. South Africa yesterday had a base. So what's happening is the doping laws needed to be amended, and they hadn't been. So we were basically one of two countries in the world who hadn't done it. But of course, the powers that be now trying to get up to speed, because the repercussions could be that the Boks could play without the South African flag or the national anthem being sung on Sunday. But I think they will probably just get that done in time. Also, cases open against bogus doctor, and this is, of course, Dr. Matthew, whom we've been talking about. So those are some of the stories on the front page of this morning's Star. The next one we have for you is The Citizen, and their lead story, this business is booming. And with cash in transit heists up 30% this year, thousands of kidnappings reported, and the construction mafia gaining ground, even as the capability of the state to uphold the rule of law is deteriorating, organized crime is outstripping responses and proposed solutions, says an expert. And then some of the other stories, also that census report, 62 million people stretched coffers, and people shell out eggs to save bakery, which is actually quite a sweet story in The Citizen today. Speaks of a bakery. Davy is the guy's name. He started Cakery by Davy, and he was struggling. He started the bakery, incidentally, after he lost his job during the COVID-19 pandemic. But now he's struggling again, and this is because of the price of eggs, price and availability. So his clients have basically started donating eggs to the bakery to keep it going. And a 250 billion rand Chinese plan to fix South Africa. That one also one you can read in The Citizen today. And the final one that we have for you this morning is Sowetan. And Sowetan's lead story, 5.2 million kids not in school. 5 provinces show a rise in the number of youngsters not in school compared to a decade ago, and much more attended preschool, which Ramaphosa hails as a major progress by his government. As I said, we'll talk a lot more about this in the second hour of the show. Joburg Water, they say that the system is not collapsing. This after water shifting was introduced due to water outages in parts of Johannesburg, and nothing terrorist about fighting oppressors, an opinion piece in the Sowetan today, and also mixed emotions over that 100,000 Rand Man of the Match prize. And this was, of course, the tournament as was launched and explained what the prize money and various incentives would be for the Carling Cup. So those are the newspapers and what's making headlines. And do remember, you can also read more about these stories and others. You can watch live interviews as well as listen to podcasts on SABC online channel. It's www.sabcnews.com. So please go to our website, and you can, of course, also give us your feedback in terms of what you like, perhaps what you think we can improve on. Always open to all of those suggestions, because you'll know we launched this not too long ago. So please go there, have a look, and enjoy what is offered on the SABC website. Right, that's our newspapers, and it brings us up to 7 o'clock.